Yeah, okay. There we go. I think. Okay, there we go. Da, 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 da. I hit the button. I don't know if it's working. I hit the button. But I don't see anybody. Hold on. Are we acting up today? What's the deal? Okay, let me try this again. Okay. Why are we having technical difficulties? Why? Give me a second. Send another one. Maybe it'll work this time. I don't know. But anywho's, it's Sunday morning. I got things I got to do today. I got to sit down and make me a list of what I need to do. Okay, let's try this again. See if it works. Oh wait. Haha. Aha.
Why?
Hi. Anyway,
It would work eventually.
yeah, either that or we'd both be like, okay, fuck it, never mind.
Yeah, yeah, screw it. Just go to Discord, call, and chat.
Right. I mean, we are not the sorts to like, well, I mean, there are some things where I'm the type to like just keep going and keep trying, keep trying and keep trying until I'm just getting frustrated and all that shit. But there's some things I'm
Mhm.
not.
Mm-mm.
Ugh, I
Could
gotta make.
you, excuse a second, could you like disseminate which boxes you want to swap out with? I could do that while you lay down. Cat litter boxes.
Oh, we don't have to do that. No.
I can do it later.
The thing is, I already cleaned. So.
I know.
Let me,
You know.
let me see when the last time you did.
Okay.
I
Just
already
Good
did it.
trying to
morning.
figure out. Good morning.
Morning.
Hi.
She's way over there. There she is.
Way over there. You got a
Check
big
and see
kitchen like
last
I
time
do.
we check and see last time we changed the litter boxes.
Yeah.
Oh, we just did it on Monday.
We
Morning,
did?
Chet.
Okay.
It's right here.
Yeah. Morning, Chet. Y'all got a big kitchen like I do. It looks like she was way
Mm-hmm.
far away.
Oh yeah.
Next day we can do it Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay.
And a similar problem like I do. Big kitchen, not very many cabinets.
No. Well, plenty of cabinet space, but no counter space.
That
Just
that
yeah. You see, like here, I'll put this on. So here's the end of it here, and then you go
right.
all the way around here,
But
and then
the
there's
but
the
the
fridge. But that's
yeah,
all you
that's
have for
it.
counter space, and that's taken up. And then this is our table.
Right.
We have the floor, but
Yeah.
Cat supplies.
cat supplies in the corner there. One closet there. One closet there. So
Not worrying about.
neither
You
am I.
doing all right so far? Yeah, it's like chicken. Like I had to buy me one. I had to buy me one of those like separate islands to
Yeah.
put in.
Mhm.
Um.
You're right, chicken. Yes, we've talked about that.
Yeah. I'd show y'all my kitchen, but it is a mess right now. I got to do dishes and shit. That's part of what I got to write down on my to do list for the day. You know. But how do you join? You've joined, Ollie. This is how we doing it.
You did the same.
Let's see.
Yeah. Our
You've been
neighbors
seeing
have an island too, and we talked about trying to get one or whatever. So it's
yeah.
in the cards eventually down the line.
Just show them
Yeah.
where kids were.
Yeah, where are the kitties? Let's,
Magic's in the fortress.
oh, of course she is.
I made my island a sink area. Yeah. Um, it depends on, like, I guess where, all your plumbing and your electric is set up. The only problem
Mhm.
with the island is because of where the plugs are set up. They're set up on the counter space that's originally in the kitchen, right? And the island is over here. It's like, so if I want to mix anything, I got to take the bowl from the island over to the other to get to where I can get a plug to plug in the mixer.
Might be the only way you can see it.
Oh, we have a hidden kitty here. There she
Yep.
is.
Poking that one eye out, like, seriously, why are you
Not now.
not now? I'm
Yeah.
sleeping in a mobile home, so it's too hard to relocate yeah, right. I mean,
Oh, there you go.
there's
Yep.
only, especially like if you're talking like I rent my house, and they've got their apartment. It's like it's already kind of locked in. You rent it, you can't do anything with it. You know what I mean?
Excuse me,
So,
big BMP. I am 9,997. Okay, I haven't hit 10,000 yet. Shame on you.
and I'm what, 9 years younger than you?
Yeah, so you're about 450 divided by 7. So you're about
They're the same.
8,726.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, okay, we got to calculate it kind of like you do in cat years. How many is that to human years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, that one don't want to play no more either.
There's a snow out.
No. I don't know. Have you had a recent haircut, Scott? Have you
Well, we're gonna trim it up
shaved the
today.
dome? Okay, I was about to
Yeah, we're
say,
gonna do that today. We'll give it the smooth treatment.
give it a smooth treatment.
Dolphin smooth.
I want to be doing it on Monday night.
Yeah, usually the hope is to do it like during the afternoon, but if she gets tired and lays down, guess what? It's not going to happen until like 10 o'clock tonight.
At least you don't have to do too much to it. Chicken says, "I
No.
wish I had hair to cut." Well, I mean,
This is voluntary, so. But even though if I didn't, there wouldn't be much there to talk about. Look at my old videos, you'll see. It's Walter White. I get that a lot.
yeah, it's like, never heard that one before.
No.
I think the funniest one, and I don't remember if it was you or somebody else who had a similar, like, goatee, bald head, glasses. No, it was my friend Andy, who said he looked like the old man on that anime cartoon. Shoot, I don't remember what it was, but it was so funny. Bed bugs. No, see, I've had this theory. You know how they say, if your ear itches or burns, somebody's talking about you. If your nose itches, somebody wants to kiss you. If your palm itches, now I can't remember if it's the right or the left. Like, one of them, if your palm itches, you're gonna have to give away money. If the other one itches, it means you're going to receive money, right? I can't remember which. But if your foot itches, you're going on a trip. If your butt itches, you need a bath.
Was Darius on the floor when you
I didn't even see him.
were he's on the floor in front of the rocket.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he moves around a lot.
Let's see. Chicken says, "Can you tell me what your channels are about? I'm genuinely interested." Well, Chicken, we do reaction and analysis to a bunch of music. Like, we go through, and sometimes, sometimes it's something that we've seen before. Sometimes it's not, right? And we go through and we just kind of look at and have fun with the styles and think, "Oh, this is cool. This is, I love how they did this, or this is different, or whatever." Me, I tend to go through and take an original of the song and then look at a cover from somebody and kind of compare and contrast the two. What did the guys who did the cover, what did they do different? What did they do the same? All that kind of stuff. He does a lot of metal. He does a lot of wrestling trivia on his channel. And you're doing some new stuff today, starting now, huh?
Yeah, new video actually comes live today at noon Eastern. It's a reaction to a new creator, Crushes of the World. I'm changing up the format of my videos, trying to make that a little more entertaining than me just sitting there, watching a video and and giving an
Right.
analysis of it. So I'm trying to be a little bit more goofy, tapping a little bit more into my weird sense of
Right.
humor.
James says, James asked, I guess before I finished the little story, James was like, well, what happens if your ass itches? He's like, damn, I need a bath then.
hmm
I like it, Matt. I like it, James. We doing all
Confucius
right,
say,
Madison?
Confucius say, man who go to sleep with itchy ass, wake up with smelly finger.
Yes. Let's see. We doing all right. Let's see. It's not polite to say on live streams, Jonah. Let him do. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Gas is a
That's tame.
natural thing. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
natural thing,
that's tame compared to what we usually get.
Right? Oh my god. Yeah, it's a natural process of the body. It's
It's
fine.
natural.
That's not polite to say on live streams.
Mm,
Nice one, Jonah. That's not polite to say on live
that's
streams.
not polite. That's not polite either. Shame on you. Shame on you.
Well, shame on you.
Shame on
Mom,
you.
he's hitting me. Mom, he's
Stop
looking
hitting
at
yourself. Stop
me.
hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm
I'm
not
touching you.
touching you.
I'm touching you. Here, try putting your right finger.
Let's see. Hold on.
There it is.
Oh wait, no, you gotta do the. Let's see if
Oh,
we
you
can do
gotta.
the.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
hold
Hang
on,
on.
back
There
up.
you
Yeah, there we
go.
go.
Not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
Now he's mocking
How,
me.
how
Listen,
lame are
listen,
you?
listen. Neither of us have children. We're not interested in having children. So y'all calm down.
No.
What are we doing later on? Well, I am writing down a to-do list. I got lots of things I got to do around the house.
I got
So
a
I'm
vacuum at the store, kind of light stuff today, thankfully. So
yeah. I mean, it's mostly just picking up around the house. I've been putting off the dishes, that kind of stuff.
mm.
So, let's see. Hi, Lisa.
Hi,
And then
Lisa.
doing the to-do list too. Yep. It
hmm
seems to be that it's like we got to get whatever it is knocked out before Monday, so we don't have to deal with it, during the week while we got to work too.
hmm
Adulting.
Thankfully, I have tomorrow off. So
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Mhm.
We do. It's. I've had the jobs where. Uh,
Oh.
I'm finna draw. Madison, may I ask how old you are? Now that you say that.
Thank you very much.
But ever since I joined the workforce, my jobs unfortunately have been the type where we don't get those bank holidays off. Those Mondays, whichever ones they happen to be, like Labor Day, Martin Luther King, whatever. We get the big. We don't get all the holidays that you got off when when you were in school. But we do get, thankfully, this new one. I get paid for the day off, like Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Easter. Not Easter, it's Sunday, July 4th, and whatever, and New Year's. Like we actually get paid for that. We don't have to use our PTO time for that, which is awesome. Never had to do that. Madison, you said you're a teen artist. How old are you, honey?
Yeah, Labor Day is in September.
Labor Day's in September. Let's see. What are the other ones? It's not Veterans Day, Labor Day, and Memorial Day. The two other Mondays. Monday,
hmm There's
Monday
also
off or whatever.
President's Day. There's President's Day in February.
Which I
That's the day
also don't get off.
that
You're
sucks.
13, baby. Well, I'm so sorry, but this is not the channel for you. I don't know why. This particular thing, YouTube, we try to do a 18 or over, but
Mhm.
YouTube doesn't.
It's not your fault,
No,
Madison. It's not your fault at all. It's YouTube. But we do get a little more adult with this, so it's better off if you're not here. So it's nothing against you. If you got stuff to do today, good luck with that and have fun drawing. It's not you, it's YouTube. Okay.
it's
So
YouTube. Yeah,
catch us back in 5 years. Okay.
right. And it's like, not always. We don't always get like super adult, but sometimes you never know. It's
Not
mostly
always,
okay.
but still,
It
we
could
don't have
be,
to want to have to.
yeah, right, exactly. And we're not your parents. we can't ask their permission to talk about these things in front of you. So,
No.
we're not going there,
And we shouldn't have to, censor ourselves in that case.
right? For shame. Yep. For shame, YouTube, for shame. My husband's boyfriend loves your
My
channel.
husband, boyfriend loves a joke. Cool.
Okay, cool. What do we talk about here? Oh, well, today, what are we going to talk about? Who knows? It's usually just sort of random. It really
Yeah.
has no set thing on it. I mean, it could be just random, shooting the shit, could be
Mhm.
jokes, could be trivia, could be something super serious. I don't know. Whatever we feel
Mhm.
like or have the brain power, whatever, to do that day.
Now, Proof Lady, do you have a girlfriend and he has a boyfriend, or how is that structured?
They could all be together. Who knows?
Could all be a poly thing, whatever.
Proof
Why?
lady.
Okay, let's analyze this too. Let's get into this. I've
Okay.
thought about this.
Okay.
Okay, so if a woman has a friend who's a woman, she calls her girlfriend. But if a guy has another man he's a friend with, does he call him his boyfriend?
Not that I've ever heard.
No. Why is that?
I don't know. I think, okay, it is. Guys have been so okay. This could go on to the people are being idiots about homophobia, and guys have to be manly men, and therefore they can't do stuff like that. That would get
Mm,
way too like far into it. So we're not going to go there. Let's see.
mm.
Hiawatha says, "Let's talk about Rogaine and Little Debbie cakes."
I'm for that.
Yeah. Proof lady, what's your thought of Doucet's theory of the mind and its interpretation of the neososis cortex positions? Oh my god.
Doucette's is full of shit. Okay, absolutely full of shit. He did not take into account the sub the sublingual passages
Of the
that goes through the
hippocampus.
cerebral cortex. And when you don't take that into consideration, you completely destroy any of the theory.
Well, and his sample size was skewed. He didn't pick a large enough sample size or a variety of people in that sample size. So his research is mute.
Hmm.
Let's see. I like baby oil. Okay, good. He did rivalry. What's that
You
about?
did
I want
right.
to know.
What is that? Yeah.
My husband has boyfriends to prevent him from cheating on me. Thanks for asking. Hey, you know what? If it works, as long as you know
Okay.
about it and you're okay with it, go for it.
Well, if he has the pass, do you have a pass too, or do you not want that?
I mean, but yeah, no. So I mean, uh, there are so many things to go down that rabbit hole, but it's like that's one of those. Why do you do it? And does it benefit does it benefit everybody in the
Hmm.
relationship, or is it only benefiting one person? Let's see. Scrolling and all I hear is, "Do you like baby oil?" It's okay. Sorry, we are.
This is not a Diddy
Whatever.
party. I don't need a
It is
pass. I am the pass. Oh, okay. I
nice.
like
I
that.
like
I
it.
like
I like
that.
the confidence. There you go.
Much
It's a show
appreciation for that.
about it's a
Respect.
show about hockey.
Oh,
But mostly Stevie
hockey's a
D.
fake sport. I watch
So
fake sports.
so fun times in the locker room, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
Hey, you know what?
Dialed to 2
I
hockey
am
players.
not a big hockey fan though. Like, okay, I think I've been to one hockey game in my life because for some strange reason, this little podunk town here in Southwest Louisiana decided they wanted a hockey team and built an ice rink. They lasted about a year. Anyway, so I went to one, but like, I don't know. I like basketball mostly because I understand the rules. Um, Football, I basically just, cheer when everybody else cheers kind of thing. But I don't know. And in wrestling, it's kind of like it's kind of more the story than the sport. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Lots of big butts. Nice. Da, 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 da. Rinse, repeat. Yeah, gotcha. Salam alaikum. Hello. Good morning. How you doing,
Assalamu
Moose?
alaikum. Alaikum salam. Seem more of a
Seem-
Cinnabons and knitting type of gal.
Hey, I tried knitting. I guess I just like didn't have the patience for it. It didn't end up a fixation.
My
And I
wife is
love
the knitter. My wife is
yeah,
the knitter. She loves
right,
knitting.
exactly. And I love Cinnabons, but right now I can't have them. I'm sad. It's
No,
okay.
she can't.
But that's okay. We'll figure out once the labs come through and we figure out what we're going to do. I'm going to make I'm going to try to work out a plan where I can at least have a once a week or a once every once in a while cheat, some kind of treat, something.
Oh, a good gay wrestling show was Glow on Netflix. Yes, it was. Very pissed off they stopped that after 3 seasons. They should have kept going because I grew up with the real Glow. I remember when that was on TV. I used to watch it all the time on Saturdays. Great show. Goofy as hell. Didn't
I mean-
matter. Who cared? They were hot. I was a teenager. Wanted to see it.
I mean,
But yes,
come
the show is gay and it's fine. So
on, right? Looks legit good on you, right? Nice bass guitar. Oh, okay,
oh,
so
bass
proof has
guitar,
seen it,
really? You play
Yeah.
bass guitar too?
right? Season 4 should have been made. Dang it!
Your uncle was in WWE. Who was your uncle? Because I have friends who work there too.
Oh my goodness!
Cher Bear, no.
I already
No.
know him, but thank you.
She knows him. He can stay away from me. He's a wuss.
It's a love-hate relationship going on here. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I prefer his cousin.
Who was your uncle, proof lady?
Danny Basham. Wow. Yeah, I knew who Danny Basham was. Yep. OVW star, which means that if you're, hang on a second. I'm trying to remember. Was Danny Basham was the Damager. Doug Basham was the Machine. And was Danny Davis's nephew? So that means you're related to him? Try to remember this.
Like,
She has no clue
family
what
tree
I'm
of
talking about.
No,
Yep,
no.
the Basham brothers. Yep.
All I'm saying is like really neat small world.
Yes, because I was an indie wrestler too. So
Yeah. That's pretty cool though. So, anyways, no, we were talking the other day about let's see. That is correct, she says. Awesome.
nice. I know my
Very-
wrestlings. Ow.
Well, don't do that. It was
Mhm.
cool growing up around it, she says.
Mhm.
Yep.
So, are you around the Louisville, Kentucky area, or you don't have to dox yourself? Don't say specifically where you are, but in that vicinity. Maybe the wrestlers behind the scenes. Yep. So you got to see in that time frame Cena, Batista, Lesnar, Randy Orton, Shelton Benjamin, that whole OVW crew. So
Yeah. And it's cool sometimes, I bet, to see not the public persona, but just what they are behind the scenes. And you're like,
behind the scenes, yeah.
that is totally different. Okay.
Mhm.
I saw the Undertaker reading the Bible one time behind the scenes. That doesn't surprise me. The Undertaker has But anyway, Shawn Michaels. Yeah.
He only
for
does
down.
that because of his wife.
That's all right.
Don't
You do a lot of
look too
things
much
because
into
your
it.
wife. You do a lot
It's
of
the
things
same
for
thing
your
with
wife.
Sean. You're from Indiana. There you go, right next door.
We do a lot of
Mhm.
things for our spouses. It's a thing.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have it any other way, and I know it, so don't even.
No. Nope. You're right. Yeah, I know. Sometimes pussy can make you see God. That's all I can say.
I mean.
Mm.
ugh,
Anyway,
anyways, we were talking, what was it the other day, about the what ifs of various things. All right, have a good day.
thank you, Proof Lady. Nice to meet you. You be safe now. Take care.
But we were talking about like the what if stories, and we're trying to think of like what ifs that we could talk about for other things, not just wrestling, right?
Yeah. And I think I had mentioned to you, like doing a what if scenario for a band or an artist like that is tougher because there's so much more
Subjective
universe
to
to try to cover. So,
that.
what if Ozzy never left Black Sabbath? Well, somebody would have died.
Right.
They were so hopped up on the drugs they were taking, and that was One
Hmm.
of the reasons they split up, not because of the specific drugs, but because they were taking drugs. I'll leave
Yeah,
you with
some
this.
of
It's all shits and giggles until someone giggles and shits. Love it. Love
yes.
it. Very nice indeed.
But and some of that is also subjective. It's like, anything when you talk art, music, movies, whatever, it's subjective on, okay, if so and so had never been here or hadn't done this, would it have been successful? I don't know. It's all in what you like.
Hmm.
Um, Sarah, this is a Wendy's.
Wendy's. This isn't a Wendy's. Yes.
Right. This isn't a win. But no, it's like, it's one of those things that's a little more subjective. When you have something like wrestling where it's business and it's sort of a match. If you win this, you go on and do this. If you lose this, da da da. There is a lot more mechanics to it. It's less subjective.
Hmm.
So if like you on your thing, if Andre the Giant hadn't won that one match, what would have happened? Well, you can
Hmm.
actually do a little more speculation on that.
Right. Excuse me. I mean, if Ozzy doesn't leave Black Sabbath, uh, Randy Rhodes may not, who was Ozzy's guitarist after he left Black Sabbath and became a huge influential figure in the
Mm,
world of metal and guitar players,
mm,
it's possible he does not get the notoriety. He
yeah,
was in a band. He was in the band called Quiet Riot, which became famous in the early 80s, but
mm,
they started getting popular after Randy had left.
right.
So it's like, does Randy stay with Quiet Riot? Does he leave and join another band? Because there's so many
And then in
different ways
terms
you
of
could
that,
go.
if that's the case, Quiet Riot got famous after he left, but he got a lot of his fame when he joined with Ozzy. Okay, does that mean his success was Randy, or was it the bands he had? Was it the
Been
combo?
involved in. Hmm.
You know, because it obviously was not
Also,
the combo. It was obviously not the combo of him and Quiet Riot.
nope,
You
nope.
know, so I don't know.
And do we have what the other part of that is, if Ozzy doesn't leave Sabbath, form his own band, and get Randy, does Randy still die in the plane crash?
There's that.
There's that too. So there's a lot. There's so much speculation involved in that.
That's kind of like some of these movies that, make or break, like catapult um, someone to stardom. Was it them? Their talent, their
Mm,
raw talent, or was it the fact that the movie was written so damn well that anybody could
mhm.
have, I don't know.
If Robert Downey Jr. isn't cast as Iron Man, with the Marvel s- phenomenon taken off?
I mean, like I say, and again, I think it's one of those, did the role fit the person, or did the person become the role?
Hmm.
You know, it was, I think, a stroke of luck that they got him. They made a good choice when they picked him. Okay, great. But he became that, I think.
Yeah.
He grew into that. And so they became synonymous. If he'd only done one movie and recast it, maybe that it would have done just as well, because that person would have, I don't know.
Hmm.
I think now if they tried to recast him and do like a spin-off or some kind of younger or whatever, they'd have to do a younger version, they'd have to find somebody real close. Or if they tried to do a spin-off and tried to recast him with somebody else, it wouldn't work now. So, it's one of those deals. Just like I don't think and also one of those it's like some of the remakes of some of the old movies that just don't work. Right? It's the movie itself, it was lightning in a bottle then, because you had a certain cast, it was a certain climate about what was popular back then, it was the writing of that in the setting and blah blah blah. Magnificent Seven, the original, lightning
Hmm.
in a bottle, absolutely fantastic. The remake, eh.
Hmm.
I mean, now again, how a um Mongolian Russian playing a cowboy worked, I don't know, but it did.
It did. Hmm.
and you can't really. And of course, you also had, um, who was, you had James Garner, you had, um, Steve McQueen, you had, James Coburn, which I think was one of his first movies. I mean, again, okay, if James Coburn hadn't been in that movie, would he have become as famous as he did?
Hmm. Yep. From a horror perspective, 2003 was the remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Hmm.
Now, in many different cinematic criteria, it is superior to the original.
Okay.
Money wise, grossed over $100 million.
Yeah.
And, you know, that movie coming out at that time and its success started the remake horror movie trend of the 2000s. Nightmare
Hmm.
on Elm Street got a redo. Horrible. Friday the 13th got a redo. Yeah. The Halloween movies that came out. I'm not talking about the shitty Rob Zombie ones, but the trilogy that just came out that left so many fans disheveled that it's ridiculous.
Yes.
But through that, we saw the development of some new type of movies. The Saw series comes out, which is my
Hmm.
favorite horror franchise. Um, the Paranormal Activity movies
Hmm.
start to come out. The Conjuring
Yeah.
comes
Yeah.
out, and that leads to the Conjuring universe, which is the highest grossing, I believe, the highest grossing horror franchise ever.
Yeah. Because it's got the
Because
the originals and the spin-offs and the, you know.
Annabelle, The Nun, it's got all
Yeah.
those movies ensconced within its paradigm. So, if the remake of Texas Chainsaw is not successful, do we get all this other stuff?
Yeah.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah. And I mean, it's one of those. It's especially, and you go back to the Marvel. Like, okay, at the beginning, the Marvels were kind of bad. The original Fantastic Fours,
Mm,
the Spider-Mans were okay. I always maintain that the actors they got for the original Spider-Mans, like with Tobey Maguire and stuff, they were too old. He was supposed to be a high schooler. But anyway,
mm,
um, and then like the Hulk with Norton in it was not as good as the, blah blah blah. So how, like if they hadn't stepped up their game, recast and revamped some of this stuff, would they have made a comeback?
mhm.
Yo,
What's up, white people?
it's the white. We almost clear. It's
That's right. Yeah. What's cracking, my cracker?
cracking lacking.
Cracker lacking.
I'm lacking some crackers right now. That's okay. But
Mhm.
yeah, I love watching the there's like a there's you can go through sometimes on YouTube and find out the actors who have been in more than one Marvel movie, and you notice that they were in the old ones that were terrible, and then when they were recast they were really successful. Like
Mhm.
uh what's his name, Chris Evans was the original Torch in the Fantastic Fours, then he
Yep.
became Captain America.
Yeah.
And then who else was it? Let's see, there were several others that they were in much like later on, like
Mhm.
they're so glad for the recast. Phew.
Save their ass.
Right. Henri Petit. Is that how we call it? Or Henry? Henry. All right, have a good day, Knight Rider. Have you watched the newest one? Newest one of what? Which one?
It was Marvel movie, which is
Um,
what? Oh, the new Fantastic Four. Is that what you're talking about?
I
That
haven't
came out last.
actually. I need
Okay.
to. I need to. I'm told besides all of the mess with how Pedro Pascal is on in real life, I'm told he's actually pretty good in this movie, so I need to watch it.
Mm.
But because they go back to like the original 60s comic book, timeline and look, and because obviously they can't do the modern people again because Chris Evans is no. I love that
Mhm.
recasting shoots you in the foot kind of deal.
Yeah.
But that's funny. Now, I am I'm gonna have to watch it actually because I think if you have to know some of that in order to catch all the references in the big Doomsday, um, where everybody
Mhm,
comes back and Robert Downey Jr. comes
mhm.
back as Doom,
Doctor
who's
Doom.
Iron Man,
Yeah.
who's yeah. I actually kind of like that random multiverse and plot twist thing. I think it's kind of cool.
Mm.
But that's how my brain works. A lot of people are just like, this is too confusing. But you know,
There's so much to catch up on our end because
yeah,
we have not seen any of the only Spider-Man movies I've seen were the ones with Tobey Maguire.
yeah,
So I never saw anything with Tom Holland. And we haven't seen No Way Home. We haven't seen, all that stuff. But then I'm told, well, if we wanted to watch Multiverse of Madness,
mm.
but I think we have to watch something else to see that.
You would
It's
definitely have to watch WandaVision, the TV series,
saw that.
because
I
it's a
saw that.
lot about her. It's a lot
Yep,
about her.
we did watch WandaVision, so we got
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Um,
I think if you've seen that, you'll catch a lot of
Catch a
the
lot of it.
multiverse. Yeah.
Plus, Multiverse is directed by Sam Raimi, who did the original Spider-Man trilogy, who also did Evil Dead
Yeah.
and Army of Darkness, and was
Yeah.
involved with
Which
Xena and Hercules and all that stuff. So
which makes sense because I've seen the Multiverse of Madness and it gets dark.
it's a horror movie. It's
Like dark
essentially a
for
horror
a
movie.
Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Like they
Mhm.
almost go DC territory, which I'm like, "Oh, okay."
You are dark. Are you from the DC universe?
Right? I love that. I love that. I saw it years ago. It was a Tumblr post or something, where it was like somebody says, "I don't like DC movies; they're too dark." And then somebody
Mm.
says, "Well, Marvel movies they have death and destruction and hatred and all this other kind of stuff." And he says, "No, they're too dark. I
Too
can't
dark.
see anything."
See, yeah. Hmm.
Because it's
Yeah, the
true. The lighting in
cinematography
the
is really
DC, yeah, the lighting the
good.
DC uses, you have to like turn up the settings on your TV to be able to see it properly. Anything in the
Hmm.
background.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I mentioned this on my live stream on Friday. Movie that came out last year, finally watched it on Amazon. Absolutely loved it. It's called Sinners.
Oh, I have to watch that. It's on my watch
Yeah.
list. I'm told it's fantastic.
This might be a movie night for us
Oh yeah.
because I really want to watch it again. It's
Mm,
so freaking good. And when I watched it, I thought, I know you're not a horror fan, but
mm,
this one might get an exception because it's not just about horror. There's so much more
right.
to it.
There's a lot of
So,
lore that I've heard in there that you have to, it's all about, and it's based a lot in New Orleans. It's based a lot in the with witchcraft, and it's like there's a
mhm.
lot more to it than just horror.
It was shot in Louisiana. I don't think it
Mhm.
actually takes place there. I don't remember.
Right.
But it was definitely shot in Louisiana. I know that.
Mm.
So,
That's a confusing state of being, Jonah. I just want to say.
oh man, you don't know whether you're coming or going.
No,
Mm,
very confusing state of being. I'm so sorry.
yeah.
I mean, it depends on what you're into. You could have a lot of fun with that. I don't
You
know.
could, yeah, I guess,
Certainly
but
not not my
no,
thing, but
not here.
whatever.
No, sorry.
Nah,
Mm-mm, no. I would say stop watching porn while eating Taco Bell.
probably a good idea.
Hmm.
Good
Yeah.
idea. Yeah.
If you are going to do that, just sit on the toilet while you do it.
You might as well.
Yeah, might as well.
Easy cleanup in all areas. It's fine.
Hmm. Hmm.
But it's like in it. I always say I don't kink shame. I do kink ask why though.
Kink inquire.
Kink inquire. Yeah. Sometimes I'm just like
Mhm.
I'm not going to shame, but
Why?
why?
What the
Why?
fuck?
What does that do for you? I just okay, whatever. I don't.
I get it. Daddy didn't hug you enough as a child, and your mother didn't like you. It's
It's
okay. It happens
okay,
to a lot of you. But
right?
it's okay. You don't have
Mm,
to take it on yourself or other people. You can internalize that into some other creative outlet.
creative outlet.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like I don't know, whatever you do, you boo boo. But
Hmm. Yeah, it's okay. Just don't do it here.
it
It
happens
happens
at
at night.
night
Safe.
specifically.
That's well. Does it happen when you sleep?
Oh, that could be a problem.
Mm,
We have to get you some of those puppy pads to lay down on.
yeah, because I have very well developed regularity. Every morning I
There you go.
go 8 o'clock in the morning every day. The problem is I
Yeah.
don't get up till 9.
Oh well. Hmm.
Mm.
Do we need to like get you sized for Depends?
No, I mean, well, it depends.
Yeah, I guess so.
Mm, mm. Eh, You know, laundry bill's a bitch. I'll just tell you that much.
Oh, I bet.
Mm.
You have to do the laundromat too anyway, right? You don't have the
It- yeah,
damn it.
it's just the shits. It's just the shits.
Definitely no giggles in them shits.
Why are we talking about this? Moving on.
You're the one that kept going. I'm sorry. That was all you.
Oh, she blames me now. Okay, yeah, it's my fault.
Look, this is new. This is new to you. You're only catching on to this now.
On screen, I'm looking at you.
Look. Hang
Okay.
Around here,
Oh,
where we don't
so
look backwards a very long. Oh, hey, you must have watched the same thing I did. There's a guy that I watched react to. He's called Mr. Video, and he react to Meet the Robinsons the other day, and that's a quote that Walt Disney is at the end of the movie. YouTube's watching.
it's watching everything.
I think on no, I didn't. It wasn't this account, so it doesn't really count. But I think YouTube will sometimes put your history up. No, will it? I don't know.
Yep, Meet the
Yes,
Robinsons. There you go.
yep,
Confirmed.
confirmed. That is a underrated Disney movie. I'm telling you, it is so it was really good. I loved it. I remember seeing that it came out when I was in college, and who cares if you're watching a cartoon, in college? I don't care. It was great. From failing, you learn. From success, not so much. Yep. So if you haven't seen that one, it's
Mhm.
a good one. But yeah, okay, here we go. That's a good topic. Underrated films in franchises. Okay. Like for instance, Disney movies, you've heard of all the really big famous ones. The princesses, you've heard of um things like Encanto and all these other underrated Disney movies or underrated horror movies. You've heard of the Friday the 13th, you've heard the Halloween ones, you've got all these. So what's an
Mhm.
underrated?
An underrated horror movie is Your Next.
Ah,
Your Next is it's 10 Little Indians with a final girl twist that is
okay.
refreshing and keeps it rewatchable to
Yeah.
where you want to go back and watch it again and again and again. Um, yeah, so that would be one I could throw out there.
Underrated horror movie
Underrated
is
horror movie
It.
is it. Now, okay, hold on a second. We need to clarify this. Are we talking the TV It with Tim Curry as Pennywise, or are we talking the new ones
Right.
with what's his Swedish nuts? Um,
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård.
Yeah,
Skarsgård
the
as
son of the
Pennywise.
yeah.
Hmm.
Please let's stick with Tim Curry.
Yeah,
That's the one we.
the old
Yeah.
one. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yes,
There we
thank
go.
you very
Yeah.
much. I wanted to clarify that because that's obviously now. Here's the problem: the original, even though Tim Curry literally and figuratively kills it as Pennywise, it's a TV movie. So it is limited into what it can do and show.
Right.
Um, so it gives that away, but the story is fantastic. The it's well performed. So
Yeah.
the movies, you get a little bit more of the scare factor. You get the jump scares, you get the gore, you get things of that nature. Some things are lost along the way, and that's unfortunately what happens with Hollywood. It's the give and take. So
Well,
people seem to
okay,
like the new one more, but to be honest, old one is gold.
right. Now,
I agree. I
one of
agree.
my favorite underrated Disney movies was The Great Mouse Detective. Now, granted, part of it is because it is a little spoof off of Sherlock Holmes with mice and all these as the characters, right?
Mhm.
But Vincent Price voices the villain.
Oh, okay.
He's Professor Rattigan.
Hmm.
And he does a song in it, and it's so fun. You're like, okay, I'm seeing a horror great in a kids movie, and he just chef's kiss.
Underrated Disney movie. I mean, I don't know if it's underrated. I just watched it a lot as a kid and still love it to this day. The Black Hole.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
You know? Yeah, it's phenomenal. And being a young sci-fi fan, it spoke to me a lot. Brave.
I would call
Ooh,
Brave. I mean, it's pretty famous. I mean, now, granted, and Meet the Robinsons, obviously. Now, amongst the Disney princesses, I guess Merida is a little, she's sort of, I don't know, she's not as famous as the rest of
she's
them.
like the anti, princess, if you
She's
will.
an anti-princess.
Tomboy, yeah, she's straight, she's strong, she's independent, she does not care.
Right.
She learns to realize that you do need your family in some respects, and her mother and her find that common ground.
Right. And some diplomacy, learn that, you can't just say whatever the hell you want if you're going to rule a country.
And
Sometimes you got to be
almost losing her mother to realize how much she needs her.
Right, exactly.
Tangled.
Tangled. Yeah.
Meredith by Spirit Animal, fantastic. Are you good with the bow and arrow? Just curious. Michelle just said Tangled is underrated.
Yeah, I would say so. That would. I love the music in Tangled. It was really good. I love the music.
The Smolder.
The Smolder.
Yeah, that's nice.
But there are some of them in there, like talking about, again, the Great Mouse Detective. I like, and again, underrated, like Scooby-Doo, the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. Vincent Price plays a main character in that for a while. I love those. I have it. I found a bootleg DVD of it. Don't tell anybody.
Okay.
But it's so much fun. Haven't seen that in a good while. Yeah. God, Cosmic. Let's see. Since you were 7, yeah, you a little younger than us. That came out when I was college. I think
college. Okay, yeah.
Wait, hold on. When did Tangled come out? Let me see. What's the day here? What's the year? 2010. So I was just out of college. I had been out of college for a couple of years by then.
But you're still... Red Panda?
Huh? Oh yeah, Michelle just said Red Panda.
I have not seen it. I think I've heard of it though. It sounds familiar.
It's a metaphor for female maturity, basically.
Like
it's good, but it is, that's the centralized story behind it.
You gotta wrap your brain around shifters.
Yeah, there's that.
The Red Panda. Yep.
So, yeah.
I'm trying to think what else.
So many Disney movies. 101 Dalmatians, the original.
Oh, the original 101 Dalmatians. I wouldn't say that's underrated.
Oh no. What I mean is it kind of gets pushed to the side when they decided to do Glenn Close and everything.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in terms of remakes though, Glenn Close did a really good job.
I've never seen it, and it's no disrespect to Glenn Close. At the time, we didn't have the Disney Channel or anything.
And we both love Cruella. We both really love Cruella.
Oh, the movie Cruella.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now one I've heard that there's several of them on here on this list. Do you remember Pete's Dragon?
Love Pete's Dragon. Yes. Yep. Shelley Winters, Anne Murray. No, not Anne Murray.
Let's see. Helen Reddy.
Helen Reddy. That's it. And
yep. Let's see. The Black Cauldron.
Black Cauldron. Oh my God.
Oh, what's the one you like so much?
Bed Knobs and Broomsticks.
Sword and Stone. Yeah, Sword and Stone is one.
Yeah. Bed Knobs and Broomsticks with Angela Lansbury.
Yep.
Anything with Angela Lansbury is automatically going to be just wonderful because she's like.
She's the whole reason I watched Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
I'd never seen it before.
Yeah. Yep. Oliver and Company. That's one I'd forgot. I love that one. It's
That one.
basically the story of Oliver told with Oliver's a little orange cat.
The Black Cauldron Cosmic was a big controversy because it is a horror movie. It is a
Mm.
Disney horror animated movie. And when it first came out, there was a lot of backlash. And you could not find this movie for the longest time. It was like not banned, but it was like not talked about. It was the redheaded stepchild.
Yeah.
So now it's on Disney. You can see it there, and it still holds up. I don't care.
The animation back then for a Disney movie back then, the animation was pretty dark.
Yeah.
Some kids generally got scared from from the animation of that back then. Let's see here.
Kind of like Lost Media, but it was more the fact like they felt like not controversial, but it didn't fit the Disney,
Aesthetic,
aesthetic or
reputation or
what they
whatever.
wanted to show populations wise. It's like Song of the South. You're not going to see Song of the South anymore, nor should you. But
let's see. Oh God, Old Yeller. Oh my God.
I never watched it. I know what the movie's about. Never watched it.
I've read the book when we were in elementary school. It's like that long time ago. Atlantis. The Atlantis, the Lost Empire with Milo Thatch. Michael J. Fox plays him. It's cute.
Yeah, Cosmic. Like as long as they don't know about it, it doesn't exist. Yeah, that kind of thing. But
yeah. Oh, one thing I hear a lot of people talk about is Treasure Planet as an underrated.
Oh, yeah, I think that's never
It
saw
was not
that.
my favorite. I liked like Sinbad and the other ones, but let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Anastasia.
Yeah, that's another one.
Excuse me.
This on this list, I'm just looking at and you forget that some of these are Disney movies. Operation Dumbo Drop.
Yeah, I never saw that.
With Danny Glover and Ray Liotta.
Mm-hmm.
It's hilarious.
Michelle just said Rescuers Down Under.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Joanna the Lizard. She absolutely loves Joanna.
And the voice is done by the same guy who does
Fred Welker.
Snoopy.
Fred Welker.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Let's see here. What else? Oh, this is an old one, and I loved it. The Three Caballeros. It was with Donald Duck and his three guys.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love those.
What about Ferdinand?
Ferdinand, John Cena.
Yeah, that
God,
yeah. The big bowl.
Yeah, no, Door's right. He shoves a big old pill up the elephant's butt. Poor thing. He gets stuck having to do that. Oh God, Homeward Bound. Ugh. You want to talk the part of the 90s kid trauma starter pack? Homeward Bound is one of them.
Oh, Fox and the Hound then.
Along with Fox and the Hound and
Dumbo.
Land Before Time.
Land Before Time. Yeah.
And Never Ending Story.
Never Ending Story, yep.
Watership Down.
Watership Down.
Oh God.
Whoa. That's traumatizing.
Cosmic, you have fun. But yeah, that's the 90s kid trauma starter pack. And they thought that was entertainment for us back then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So much of that stuff was traumatizing. Secret of NIMH. That's not Disney, but still, it's Don Bluth, and Don Bluth is a bastard.
Yes. Oh my God.
All dogs go to heaven. I love The Storyteller. The Storyteller is my shit, man. Oh my God.
I got the entire DVD set and used to sit around in the bedroom, the back bedroom, and watch it. Now we have
Storyteller is on. It's on Peacock or Tubi, one of those things.
One of those ones, yeah. Have you ever seen The Page Master?
No.
Oh, that's a good one. It's a cartoon. It's about, and it's got a good cast in it. It's got Macaulay Culkin as the kid, Christopher Lloyd, Patrick Stewart, Whoopi Goldberg, and I forget what else. Oh, Leonard Nimoy's in there somewhere. I mean, it's an animated, they're voicing, but it's incredibly cute. That may have to be another movie night. But
Whoopi got her foot in there because of the Lion King.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
she's one of the
Shenzi.
hyenas.
Yeah, Shenzi is I think what's the name.
And that's spawned off the Lion Guard.
Oh right. Yeah.
If nobody has seen The Lion King 2, watch it. It is good.
It actually is pretty good for a sequel. Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't think a lot of people really care I went, I want to know why the heck Timon ended up way out there.
They never do. They never explain that. I don't think they do. But anyway,
In the beginning they do.
In the beginning.
Okay,
In the beginning they do. If you
Okay.
haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. No, in terms of Whoopi Goldberg, Sister Act and Sister Act 2. Always.
I like
Always.
Sister Act, the original one. I really like that one. I don't know if I ever really saw the second one.
They con her into going to a troubled high school and teaching choir there, and like.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I did see that then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really look as much. Mhm.
Yeah, but Maggie Smith as the Mother Superior, and what's her name? Like the three nuns that she's always the young one that sings really good, Kathy Najimy,
Yep.
that is
Kathy Najimy. Yeah.
and then the third one who always plays
The older lady. Yep.
the older
Mhm.
lady that she was like one of the gargoyles in Hunchback of Notre Dame, and she was
Oh,
I mean
okay.
I forget what her name is, but she's so
She's in a
hilarious in
MASH
everything.
episode. She's in a MASH episode. She's the surgeon.
Yes.
She's thinking.
Hold on.
Female surgeon. She's like a colonel or something.
Yeah,
She's
Is the one that accuses Burns of rape?
Mary
Burns
Wicks. That's her name. Mary
Mary
Wicks.
Wicks has a name. Yeah, I don't know if it's that.
I'd have to go look it up.
Her name's Mary Wicks. She was the lady who helped run the inn in White Christmas.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
She.
I'll bring up a picture of her. She'll recognize her when she sees her.
Yeah, her name was Mary Wicks.
Mary Wicks.
You want me to remember something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Otherwise, forget.
Yep. So, yep, here she is. Her.
Yeah, she's the one I'm
That's
talking
supposed to be insulting, Beryl.
She wasn't a surgeon. She was
So which was she?
A colonel who came in.
She was just a colonel.
And she was there to watch over Margaret.
Wait. Hold on. I'm sorry. Is that supposed to be insulting, Beryl? Because I mean, you missed the mark there. But anyway, wait. Jim Beaver was in Sister Act. How? Surely not. Hold on. I love Jim Beaver. How did I miss that?
This is Shirley MacLaine's mother in Postcards from the Edge.
Oh, she's Shirley MacLaine's mother in Postcards from the Edge. Okay.
I think they're about the same age.
Makes sense. What's a beaser?
Show us your beaver.
Show us your beaver.
Beaver.
Beavers, Las Vegas.
But no, Jim Beaver plays one of my favorite characters in the Supernatural show, and I didn't realize he was in Sister Act. How did I miss that? Hold on.
Oh.
I'm looking up, see if I can figure out who the hell he was.
We're busy people.
We're busy beavers over here.
Let's see.
Scarlett's here. And Magic's like, don't let her come in the closet.
Okay, apparently it must have been one of the minor characters because I don't remember this at all. Anyway. Anywho's.
It's gonna be there.
Huh?
Do you know when Aaron's?
Wednesday.
Las Vegas. But anything with Dame Maggie Smith is, of course, the bestest of the bestest. Mm-hmm. Rest in peace. Actually, Pedro, look at your history books. You'll find there's a lot of them that actually did that. But anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, hold on.
Slunk.
No, that's not. No, I'm missing it. Sorry. I'm going down a rabbit hole. I need to put the phone down.
Gee. Sounds like here.
Uh-huh.
Right.
That never happens.
No.
They're going down YouTube rabbit holes in 2 different rooms.
Right.
Yeah. With phones and laptops. We should just get the tablets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm confused. But anyway.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
It's one of those your history books needs to be reviewed. But anyway, So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of movies out there that's like, I think they should have gotten a lot more hype than they did
Hmm.
because they just, I don't know. Yes, the movies that are famous. There's a lot of them are famous for a reason. They're groundbreaking. They had good storylines, whatever. But some of these others, I think they just didn't. Either it was timing, they didn't come out at a time of year that people were going to see movies, maybe, or like the Black Cauldron, they were just a little too edgy for the people at that point. I don't know, but yeah, that could be an entire. That's kind of like that other day when I tried to figure out top 10 um bands or artists that basically changed the face of modern music. That's too
Yeah,
long of a list.
yeah. There's way too much.
Too much? Too much?
Too much.
Too
If
much.
you go
Too
by
much.
genre or time frame, you can narrow it down, and then
Right.
from those lists,
Right.
you can see anything that kind of crosses over.
Yeah. And some of them, like if you talk about, they yeah, it is kind of a miracle, but guess what, miracle? Bye bye, dear.
Yeah. Hmm. Bye bye.
Don't brag, because then we have to
Yeah.
remove you.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. YouTube, do better.
What would
YouTube
you
do
like to
better.
say?
No, the other one's fine. Thank you.
It's like okay, look, this is why serial killers often get caught because they get to the point where they can't live without somebody knowing what they did. It's like you could have gone on forever if
Mhm.
you just hadn't have said something,
Yep.
BTK, he pretty much turned himself in. I'm right here.
right? I mean, it's like, dude,
I feel bad for when you're watching documentaries and it's children talking about, yeah, my father was a serial killer. And no, we
Mhm.
didn't know.
a walrus and a carpenter. Sorry, from Alice in Wonderland.
Tusk.
Tusk. Don't hate
Why
on
Kevin?
walruses. They have epic mustaches.
That and Tusk is an example of why Kevin Smith should not be talked into doing a movie on a podcast while he was high. Because that's
Yeah,
exactly what had happened.
yeah. I mean, some of the other movies though, I don't know if he should. I think he was sober when he agreed with to them, and they shouldn't have done those either. But
Yeah.
whatever.
Yoga hosers.
I watched what? Half
Fine,
hour
dude.
with
You
him?
want to do a movie for your daughter and her friend who was Johnny Depp's daughter. Okay, we get the point.
Right. Yeah, there's some. Okay, that's another good one. Like, okay, movies that celebrities should never have agreed to. Why?
Hmm.
Is an excellent question.
Yeah.
Well, I would argue, and this would be so controversial. Okay, I would argue that Carrie Fisher should not have said yes to Star Wars
Shut your fucking whore mouth.
because it typecast her. She allowed herself to be typecast. She admitted it. She said it. She said it.
She was on a lot of drugs,
I
so you
know.
can't really take that into consideration.
Well, it's
But
like you said,
seriously, shut
Kevin.
your whore mouth.
I
I'm
think
sorry.
she could
I'm
have
sorry.
done.
It's not my line. That's not my line. I'm sorry, Dan Fury. I
know,
love
right?
you.
I know,
Yep.
right? But the
And my mom, Queen Armadillo.
Armadillo. I bet you got to wear a
yeah.
bra, even though you told me there was no underwear in space.
No, they used duct tape
Duct tape.
or gaffer
right.
tape or whatever it was.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah. But she said like she let's see, famously embraced being typecast, even joking she'd play every princess and advised co-star Mark Hamill to do the same. She initially struggled with the role, but used it to redefine herself and all that kind of stuff. I think that, like I say, she could have done so much more because she's hella talented. No doubts there.
she became
know.
more known for being the writer that she was, and
Mhm.
producing, directing, things like that. Soap Dish, Postcards from the Edge.
Right.
She did write that scene in Last Jedi with her and Mark. And Mark Hamill was, to that point, Mark Hamill was like, I need to get away from Hollywood. So he
Yeah.
went to Broadway. He was doing
Similarly.
Amadeus and stuff like that on Broadway. And then, hey, you want to be the Joker?
Right. He
And that,
got, like I say, he got typecast for a long time, but like you said, go away from it, get out of it, and then finally
Mhm,
somebody knocks on his door, says something totally different, and
mhm,
people realize, oh wait, there's more to him than Luke Skywalker. You
mhm.
know.
But Harrison Ford, no. He
No.
went to work. He went to work
Yeah.
and was like, I can do
Now,
anything. Let me show you what I can do. So,
now, granted, Harrison Ford tended to be the same character in every movie,
kind of. I
but
mean,
he was good at it.
about Henry is nothing like Han Solo
No, but that's
or Indiana Jones.
How many people though know about Henry?
Oh,
Honestly,
that not exactly a good argument, but still,
right?
it's like that is part of his repertoire.
Yeah,
Repertoire. So,
yeah. But there's he plays the tough, brash, and he does it
what's the
well. He
movie?
does it
What's the
well. It's
movie he
not
does?
corny.
Oh God, what's that movie he did with Helen Mirren in the '80s? He was a doctor, I think.
Shoot.
Something Coast or
Hang on.
no?
Hang on.
Yeah.
Let's see. But he did it. He did it well. I mean, he wasn't corny
Mhm.
at it. It really worked. He was endearing half the time as that cocky, brash, whatever.
Mhm.
Let me see. Uh, oh, and one other thing he did that I also loved. I think it was what do you got? Blade Runner. Yeah, similar character. Um,
Mhm.
he did. What is the name of the damn thing? Hold on. Air Force One. One of my favorite movies. Air Force One.
Right. Yeah, he took over the Jack Ryan character from Alec
Hmm.
uh,
Alec Baldwin.
Baldwin. Thank you.
Let's see. Yeah, because he did. Oh, Patriot Games was before that. Okay.
Hmm.
It's been so long since I've seen those movies. The whole franchise, the whole Jack Ryan series, like storyline. Because I love Hunt for Red October,
Yep. Same here.
Patriot Games, and Air Force One.
The Mosquito
Um,
Coast. That was the movie I was thinking of. The Mosquito
okay.
Coast. So. I went to see
Robloxian,
movie buffs.
you need to quit doing that when you're drunk. You got a problem.
Yeah, exactly. But not really movie buffs. We've just seen plenty of movies, but I
Yeah.
think movie buffs are the people that know so much more about them, and we can both hyperfixate about various different movies individually
Oh, sure.
or franchises, but not across the board.
No. But yeah, I need to go back and watch through the Jack Ryan filmography. Um
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever actually I probably ought to read the books for God's sake. They're probably pretty good.
Yeah. Oh my God, you know how many people I knew that. Oh, I love Hunt for Red October. The book or the movie? I like the movie. The
Right?
book is better. Oh, for fuck's sake, go read the
The
book then. Fuck off.
Now I
the
remember
books are not necessarily okay. Here's an argument. Here's an
and
argument.
we watched The Hunt for Red October and War Games because I made you sit through Titanic.
Yeah.
Titanic, okay, that's another one that we'll get to that in a minute.
Mm.
But okay,
Hey, leave Titanic
in terms of books versus movies, it's
Mm.
apples to oranges, people. You can't compare the two. They might have
Mm-mm.
been based off the same storyline, but what you can do in a book versus what you can do in a film is totally different. They're not going to be the same. You have to be able to separate your mind appreciate each story for what it is.
Yeah.
I am an absolute, and Scott knows this, I am an absolute Lord of the Rings, like, obsessed. But I love the movies just as much as the books because of the writing that Peter Jackson did and the things that he did to change it. Like, okay, for instance, Helm's Deep. There were in the books, Legolas was the only elf there. In the movies, an entire troop of elves show up to help, and I started to tear up. It was that good.
Hmm.
But totally different things, because the things you can do in a film are different than the things you can do in a book. That's my
Right.
soapbox. So I remember, I think whenever I was a kid, mom and dad would put on audiobooks when we were doing road trips, right? And I was not interested in, because I was, I don't know, under age 10, right? But I think I remember some of the audiobooks were the Jack Ryan, uh, things for like Hunt for Red October and stuff like that. But like I say, I was not interested then because I was a kid, you know?
Hmm.
Speaking of those kinds of films, have you seen the series? It's now with Gerard Butler. It's Olympus Has Fallen, and then I
No,
think
haven't seen
London
those.
Has Fallen. Like there's a
Yeah,
trilogy.
he
It's
plays
pretty good.
the security guard. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Hmm.
I was surprised.
Hmm.
Um it's along the same kind of lines as the Jack Ryan type, action thriller or whatever, same sort of formula,
Hmm.
but and I did a pretty good job with that for a modern take on it, So anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look for some of those. Um, I think honestly the only one that I liked out of the Alec Baldwin run through Jack Ryan was The Hunt for Red October.
That was the only one.
Did he I thought he did one more.
Nope.
Or did they change
No,
actors right after that?
it was right after that, because after that was
Okay.
Patriot Games, I think. There's
Mm,
Patriot Games, something, and Air Force One. Um, I could
let's
see the
see.
cover of the
Okay, Jack
movie, but
Ryan
I
film
can't remember.
series here. Let's see.
Clear and Present Danger. I think it's Clear and Present Danger.
Okay, 5 in total,
Hmm.
featuring 4 different actors: Alec Baldwin, Harrison Ford, Ben Affleck, and Chris Pine.
Oh, okay.
Um, and a long running TV series, I think they said. Okay, Hunt for Red October, Patriot Games, Clear and Present Danger, Sum of All Fears, and then Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit, which is the Chris Pine one.
Okay.
Um, let's see. Yeah, Sum of All Fears, I think is the. Let's see. It has Ben Affleck and of course Morgan Freeman in it. It was a 2002 versus the 1994 was the last Clear and Present Danger with Harrison Ford. So big gap.
Hmm.
What is the correct order to watch the? Okay. Oh, so what they came out with is kind of like a lot of other things. They didn't come out in the real correct chronological order. You're supposed to watch
Okay.
Shadow Recruit, then Hunt for Red October, Patriot Games, Clear and Present Danger, and then Sum of All Fears.
Oh, okay.
Okay, interesting. Honestly, however, I think in some of those, it's like there are enough of their own sort of encapsulated stories you can watch them and not know what happened. They
Mhm.
explain some of the little things in them that happened in the last one. They kind of explain it a little bit in each one. So,
Mhm.
and if they don't, it's not really that important to the story, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a thriller. It's a thriller. Thriller night. But anyways,
Mm. Just trying to think along the same lines as James Bond.
yeah, they could be. Each one's kind of its own separate entity until you get to, I think, when what's his face, the newer one.
Let's see. It's Sean Connery. Um, there's that guy in the middle. I can never remember his name because it was before Roger Moore, after Sean. It's the one where he gets married to Diana Rigg and she gets killed. Then there's David, somebody who did Casino Royale.
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig is the
He did
last
Casino
one.
Royale. Yeah.
Well, the first Casino Royale.
Yeah, there were two of them.
Right. That was David, not David. Was it David Niven? Oh, gee, I gotta look this shit up.
Let's see. Hold on.
If Walt was here, he'd be able to fire the shit off, but I can't.
Let's see. Daniel Craig, Sean Connery, Roger Moore. Pierce Brosnan did a thing. Timothy Dalton.
George Lazenby. He did On Her Majesty's Secret Service. That's the one where he gets married and she gets shot. So then Sean, Roger Moore shows up and Live and Let Die. He does it for a while. Timothy Dalton comes in. Wait a minute. Did they skip one here?
Pierce Brosnan, I think, was after Timothy Dalton, or was he before? No, after. He was after Timothy Dalton.
Yeah, but Wikipedia is missing one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wikipedia
6.
goes Moonraker, For Your Eyes Only, Octopussy, A View to a Kill, Living Daylights. There's one between Octopussy and View to a Kill. That's Sean Connery. What the hell is it? Fuck. Hang on a second. I'm finding an error on Wikipedia. This is huge.
Oh, okay. Which actors turned down the role for James Bond? Cary Grant, Richard Burton, Clint Eastwood, Burt Reynolds, Adam West.
Oh God.
Liam Neeson and Michael Gambon.
Yep, that's it. Never Say Never Again. They are missing that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Clint Eastwood as James Bond?
No. Wrong.
I mean, he's got that tough, like, exterior. He could play, like, what was that? Some of the more recent movies where he's got like the mob after him.
He's just a crotchety old man.
But it works. I mean, it works for him. But as a suave spy, no, I'm sorry.
No, definitely not. I'll take my vodka, shaken, not stirred.
Right.
Doesn't work.
But I was saying, like, the older James Bond movies could be basically standalones, I think. Until you get to the Daniel Craig ones, they sort of had a continuing storyline in amongst them. I think they tried to do a little something different with him. But yeah, and and I'm not a big fan of the James Bond movies, but a good Timothy Dalton movie was what was that?
Living Daylights and License to Kill.
Okay. Those were his
James Bond films.
James Bond movies. No, the one that I absolutely loved of his, and it was a long, like, early 90s, The Rocketeer.
Oh.
That one I loved. But that was a long time ago.
Timothy Dalton is always going to be the Prince in Flash Gordon to me. That's where I first saw him.
Let's see, what else is he in? He was, I think he's one of those guys that, like, I've seen him in this other movie, but I don't remember his name. I've seen him in this movie and this one, but I don't remember his name. He did pretty good as a James Bond. He was that suave, well-spoken, type with the smolder and all that, But I think Daniel Craig is done with his James Bond. I think they've said he's not doing it anymore. Who are they getting to replace him is my next thing. Because James Bond is not done.
No. I have heard that there was a possibility of a woman taking over the role because James Bond is supposed to be a code name.
Yes.
It's not an actual name. So
right. It could be Jane Bond, but Bond in 007, the code,
yeah.
And that would be a cool twist of it's like, okay, they say it's still the code name James Bond, and the criminal underworld hears that James Bond is back. James Bond is back. They never suspect, haha, it's a woman.
Mhm.
You know?
Oh, and in that respect, you go to the John Wick movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keanu Reeves, those are amazing. Because
Yeah.
they're straight up over the top, exaggerated action, but there is a story behind it. You know,
Hmm.
don't fuck with a man's dog.
Don't fuck with the dog. That's the moral of every story.
Hmm.
Like, dude, he's like, it wasn't. He was devastated when his family, his wife, and all this kind of stuff. But when you kill his dog, it's on, brother.
Hmm. That's just too much. Can't take it.
That's step too far, man.
Hmm.
What were the other ones? Oh God, if they can stop making some Mission Impossibles, please God.
Yeah, that's that. Those are done.
I think they need to start with doing what they did with like some of the Batmans and some of the things. It's like, okay, now he's mentoring a new person, you know, the old man
Hmm.
and mentoring the new one. Like, like, dude, um, I haven't seen a Jason Bourne movie come out in a while.
Yeah, I've never seen one.
They switched to Jeremy. They went from like it was originally what's his
Matt Damon.
name? Matt Damon. Then it was Jeremy Renner. He did
Ah,
like two, I think, and then I haven't seen another one.
mm,
Well,
I don't
I
know.
say seen. I just heard that they've come out. You know. Um, let's see. What are some? Okay, that's again another one. These movies that these movies or these TV series that they always tend to have. They revive it all the time.
Hmm.
Like there's
Yep.
always a revival of it, and I don't think these characters will ever go away. They'll have a new iteration of them at some point.
Hmm.
Um, the James Bond character, um, Star Trek,
Yep.
um, Star Wars is starting to get that way.
Yeah.
Although it did come out a little later than Star Trek, you know. Um, what are some others that I think there are always going to be? Um,
Oh, they're never going to go away.
yeah, Superman.
Yeah, I mean, superhero movies are never going to stop.
Yeah.
That just, that goes back to Greek mythology and
Oh,
even
sure.
before that. So that stuff's never going to stop. Uh, hmm. God, there's a lot of stuff running through my head. But I'm like, no, not that, not that, not that.
I think those are the big ones that
Hmm.
they're basically that is like sort of written into modern pop culture. It's never going to go away.
No, I mean, we do have a new Star Wars movie coming out. I remember it's this year or next year. It's The Mandalorian and Grogu. And now there's been the shakeup at Disney and Lucasfilm with Kathleen Kennedy stepping down and Dave Filoni taking over, which is a big change. So,
Hmm.
and a lot of Star Wars toxic fandom has just ruined all that stuff.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it's not misogyny, Miss Kennedy. That's a portion of it. It's the toxicity of the fandom of the modern day fans who think everything they think of is
Right.
brilliant, and because you didn't put it on screen, you're wrong.
Right.
Ugh,
Well, I
you
mean,
dumb
and
shits.
the issue I think is also sort of a like same thing with the Marvel movies. After the Russo brothers stopped directing them,
Kind of went
I
down.
mean, yeah, kind of that's what everybody kind of agrees that because they stopped their last one that they directed was Endgame,
Endgame. Hmm.
and everybody, and most people now. I think there's some great stuff afterwards, but that's personal preference. Most people will agree that after Endgame, that was kind of the end of the golden age.
Yeah.
You know. Now they did, yeah.
There's a character in Marvel called Forget Me Not. He's been a character forever and is basically the reason why X-Men experience luck. Yet, like his name, nobody knows who he is. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that's
That's
kind of
interesting.
cool. That's kind of cool because, like I say, I'm not as familiar with the X Men lore.
Mhm.
They had their own sort of separate movies until I think in um Doomsday, they're all gonna come together and you
Mhm.
realize, "Oh, wait, they're part of Marvel," you know?
Mhm. That's gonna be the big that's the big running joke now, like, the Golden Girls will return in Avengers:
Right,
Doomsday. I did
right.
that.
I mean, because you watch the little trailers with all of the cast, the big cast, not the
Yeah,
side
the main
characters, but the big
players.
there's like
Mhm.
30 of them.
This is
Like,
gonna be
dude,
ridiculous.
like, I'm glad some of the ones you see, like, "Oh, he's coming back." I'm glad that one specifically, or
Mhm.
whatever.
Yep.
But it's like, dude, just say everybody's back. It's a and they somebody leaked that, and they were so pissed, so they just sort of ran with it at some point, but somebody leaked that Chris Evans was in fact coming back. He had famously says he wasn't,
Mhm.
but they had basically, I guess, they basically told him, don't say anything, this is going to be the big surprise, the big reveal,
Guess what?
towards, like, because I think it's supposed to come out in December, and it was like they said, more like October or November, then we'll let everybody know, haha. But somebody leaked it in the first trailer with Chris Evans, and it came out last month.
Well, it already leaked, so I guess we
Oh
gotta put it out
well.
there.
Yep. We doing all right, Dean. We doing all right.
Yeah, that's good. We doing good.
We doing good.
Aight.
So anyway,
I have not, and remember, I'm a novice when it comes to Marvel stuff. Never read the comics, never was into that stuff. I was a fan of my friends who would get very passionate about the discussions they would have. So I'm like, okay, there's something into this. I
yeah,
remember watching like one of the Marvel movies, either Infinity War or Endgame, in theaters. I went by
mm,
myself to see it in theaters, like there was such the hype about it,
yeah, yeah,
and I enjoyed the movie, but I didn't have the emotional connection to the
right,
franchise that these guys did, where they are tearing up in
yeah.
the theaters
Well, if you
watching
go
this stuff.
through if you go through on YouTube and you look at, there's clips where there's like audience reactions to this in Endgame,
Yep,
right?
yep,
And they're
hmm
huge. This is like groundbreaking in cinema kind of thing, huge. And that's the
hmm
one single Marvel movie I have not seen in theaters.
oh, hmm
I didn't get to experience that, and I'm pissed. But anyway,
hmm
um, it goes back to, I mean, you're more familiar with DC. I'm a little more novice on DC, right?
hmm
But it goes to, and I heard this, and it's absolutely perfect, and I understand. You like one or the other because Marvel writes better heroes. DC writes better villains,
hmm Yep,
you know. So it
and
depends on what
that is something that is an underlying aspect of wrestling,
mm,
because different areas trained their audiences differently.
mhm,
In the Northeast, where the WWF, which became WWE,
mhm,
where they ran, they trained their audience to pay to see the good guy win.
right.
In the South, they trained their audience to pay to see the bad guy lose.
Right. Which
That's a
people like
different thing.
people are like, isn't that the same thing? No, actually,
No, it's not.
because one, you're like, it depends on who you're rooting for to start with.
Right.
If you're paying to
hmm
see the bad guy lose, that means you were rooting for the bad guy to start with.
Right. Yeah. Your hatred for the bad guy was stronger than the love for the good guy. So it didn't matter who the good guy was as
Hmm.
long as he beat the bad guy.
Right.
So you were going with that. In the Northeast, you had guys like Bruno Sammartino, you had Hulk Hogan. They were the superheroes, they were the champions of the people. And if
Right.
you paid to see them, you wanted to see them beat whoever they were in the
Whoever.
ring with,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it didn't matter who. So with Hulk Hogan's character, you just needed a foreign menace or a giant, a
Yeah. Yeah.
huge obstacle. It didn't matter what they did,
Mhm.
but you put him in the ring with him, it's going to sell.
Yeah. And then, like, there's some of them. Let's see. Okay, give me like, okay, the Undertaker. I don't think he was ever really a hero. but he wasn't a
Um,
heel
yeah, he was an
necessarily.
anti-hero type
He was,
guy. Yeah, he was definitive heel when he started, but the
yeah,
fans started to turn him.
yeah.
And he became a good guy, but
Mhm,
didn't change anything he did. It was the perception, and
mhm.
the perception is
But that's
everything.
I think a good example of people were rooting for the villain at first. They
Hmm.
got
Yeah.
emotionally invested in the villain rather than the hero.
Hmm.
You know.
Because the fear factor comes into play. If you see someone that is intimidating to you,
Hmm.
psychologically, you may not want to fight them. You want to become their friend. And so
Right.
they don't beat you up.
Hmm.
And so that's what you get with like these badass characters that people are drawn to because initially they fear them
Hmm.
and they want to be their friend so they don't have to fear them anymore.
Right.
This was the change also in the horror industry in the 80s, where the
Hmm.
slasher
Hmm.
was the bad guy initially, but fans started liking them way more. And so the focus went on them instead of the
Hmm.
victims. So the
Right.
victims became repetitive and became the stereotypical victims that you
Yeah.
saw in every movie. It didn't
Oh yeah.
matter. We just want to see Freddy kill them. We want to see Jason kill them. We want to see that.
Exactly.
So there's a change in that aspect and that perception.
Well,
Like,
and like
who's really the
with the
bad guy?
DC versus Marvel, they both started out as the heroes and villains are fairly one dimensional. It was the sign of the times. They didn't go too deep in the psychology or the backstories or whatever. It was the action that everybody wanted, right?
Hmm.
Both of them. But as time went on, they split into DC started doing sympathy for the devil type uh villains. They tried to go into the psychology. You felt a little sorry for them, and there was a
Right.
depth to the reason with the things that they did.
Hmm.
Marvel went into your hero has a dark side.
Right.
Your hero is not all good. The fact that he chooses to do good things is actually impressive given his backstory.
Hmm.
So they sympathy for the devil, dark side of the hero. They went in two
Hmm.
different directions with that. They and some of their, some of their they cross over. Each one does a little bit of the good things, but DC does the sympathy for the devil better. Marvel does the anti-hero or the hero with the backstory better.
Hmm.
They just do.
Yep. Yeah.
So,
So those are all functions of storytelling.
yeah. And again, it's one of those
That's the
apples and oranges. People try to compare them. They're not. You can't really. They do
Not the
different
same.
things.
It's not the same. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. So,
That's the
anyway,
way it goes. Well, that's the way it is.
that's the way it is.
Alrighty. Well, it's noon.
Lunchtime.
It's lunchtime here. So,
Lunchtime.
hmm
And I got shit to do, unfortunately. I got to be an adult.
yeah, same here in some respects. So,
Yeah. All right. Well, this was fun. We
mhm,
went down a few rabbit holes. I think there was,
as we should.
we're
So,
probably overthinking quite a few things, but, whatever.
we are penciled in for next Saturday, excuse me, next
Yes.
Saturday
Hmm.
to do a recording.
At two for you, one for me.
Yeah, because I have two songs. Well, I'm also finding other things to show you that are not. You got to hear this. It's like you got to see this. You got to experience this.
Yeah.
And
Which might
but
be
that's
filmed
what.
or it might be our after hours bullshit. Who knows?
Yeah, it's well. These are things I would definitely like to record. I would
Okay.
definitely like to put these out
Yeah.
there. But, like, do you know what the ASDF movies are?
SDF. They sound familiar, but they're not like.
All right, I did save that. And there's another thing too I got to find too, and I'm going to find out if you've checked it out as well, because it's also
Let me
something else
see
I would love
these.
to see you react to. So,
Well, let's see here. I've got one, like I say, this, I'm going to do two of them in one because one of them is only 2 minutes long,
okay.
right? Um, and then let's see here. There's something else that I had that I put on there that I was like, hold on, we've got to, and I think I messaged you about it.
Hmm.
Oh, no, no, no. Have you ever heard of, hold on. shoot, what is this? All right. Have you ever heard of Flogging Molly?
Yes. Yes.
Ah, yes.
hmm
Okay.
But it
We're
doesn't
gonna
mean we
do
can't watch it.
yeah,
hmm
because that is basically Irish metal.
hmm hmm Yep. Yes. The Superhero Bowl. Do you know what that is?
No,
By that look, I'd say no. Okay,
that
I'm going to
sounds
find
really
this.
cool though.
It's a trilogy,
Okay.
and they're longer than usual. So these might have to be multi-part series.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get into that, and all right, I'm gonna start making notes here and getting this stuff down into lists so I don't miss them.
Yeah, there's Flogging Molly and then what is the other name of that?
Not Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Let's see. Dropkick Murphys, that's who they are.
Yeah, I know they are. Yeah. But again, we can still check them out. So it doesn't mean we can't. I mean, coming up on St. Patrick's Day, that's probably going to be essential stuff.
Right,
So,
exactly. Especially like I say, it's basically Irish metal. Now there's one guy we may have to look on together because I found like again a clip on TikTok of this guy who combined bagpipes and EDM. And I'm like,
Mhm.
what the hell? This is awesome. So I have to go check out more of his stuff. But it's like, how does this happen?
Yeah,
That would be a fun thing. Is like research some things where these mashups. How does it work? But it does.
it does. Yeah.
Wh-
Oh, and throughout the year, we're probably going to do the Metallica Unforgiven trilogy.
Ooh, yeah, yep.
hmm
Because
We're going to do
mostly, again, like most people, I know Metallica's Black Album. Everybody
that.
does,
Right.
right? And so, like delving a little, I've heard a little bit that's not. I've heard a few things here and there that are not Black Album, but
hmm
delving into the other stuff might be really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've got.
Let's see.
Let's see. I've got some black metal lined up, symphonic black metal.
Mhm.
We have not delved into that yet, so that's
Mhm.
going to be fun. And I did find the Toon Sandwich Superhero Bowl stuff. We'll get into that trilogy
Okay.
eventually. ASDF. Yeah, I've got the Metallica Unforgiven trilogy to look forward to. And
Oh, and I got a really good song from Hairspray that I want you to see because
okay.
oh my
Yep.
god.
Never seen that. So
But so like there's several things.
can I just say thank you for not being the type of person that if I say, I've never seen that, you go, you've never seen that? Thank you for not doing that.
I mean, different people. See that's the thing though. I get the same thing a lot of times. You've never
hmm
seen that. It never came up, or I'm not interested. I don't want to see
Yeah.
it. I mean,
hmm I
I
got a
don't
friend of
know.
mine that every time I say, oh, I haven't seen that, you haven't seen it? No, dumbass, I just said that. It's like, if you have the time to watch all this shit, good for you. I don't.
Ooh, I could show you some of Avi Kaplan's old stuff. Oh my god, he was the bass from Pentatonics at one
Oh,
point.
Pentatonic. Okay.
And he like his solo work, it is obviously he's a bass, obviously,
Mhm. Mm.
but his solo work has such a different feel than like Jeff Castellucci or Tim Faust from Home Free. Such a different
Mm.
feel.
Mm.
Oh my god. So anyway,
Okay.
yeah,
So that, as they say, is
is
that.
that.
hmm
All right. Well, I will see y'all
That's it.
later, and let's go be adults, I guess, for a little while.
Yes, if we must, we must.
But good
But
conversation. Love
first,
you guys.
food. All right. Much love back, and we'll see y'all soon. Bye.